this is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm the bigot.
This is our review of the Mezco 1/12 Collective Damien Leone's Terrifier Art the Clown action figure. And there's a box with a really cool picture of the figure. Art looks insane. Blood splatter everywhere. Top. With the side. See one of his other head sculpts, which is really cool to get that expression. And there's that one again. On the back, you can see all the stuff he comes with. And this is a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the bottom. And there he is. Bobbling his head around. But there he is for real. In the package, got a bunch of plastic all over him to protect him. That's the first layer. And then there's the second layer. Got some more blood effects and weapons and things. And then the third layer has his base and the little baggie to put everything in. Well, let's get them all open. So there's Art all opened up with his accessories. And there's a lot of accessories to look at here. But it's really cool. He comes with a base. It says Damien Leone's Terrifier on it. And then there's the little arm that pretty much all the Mezco figures come with. Then he comes with two alternate heads. The one he has on is just kind of like a closed mouth, angry head. Then he's got kind of like a default grinning head. And then an open mouth, laughing head. Then he also has a severed head of someone he killed. And I think it lights up. Does it light up?
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to check. I'm not sure if there's batteries in there. And then he comes with the flower glasses from Terrifier 2, which is really cool. This become kind of iconic for Art the Clown now. Or synonymous, or however you want to say it. And he comes with 11 hands in total. And some of the hands are holding things. One looks like it has a syringe. The other has his little scalpel. So that's cool. He comes with his horn. And he comes with the hacksaw. Which is one of his most famous kills. He uses the hacksaw. And he comes with his, what is it, like a
Chair leg?
Table
leg, something like that?
Yeah, something like a table leg or something with all kinds of sharp objects embedded in it. Then he's got his little whip thing that has little sharp objects attached to the end of it. Then he has a brain. He's got his trash bag. Well, that's cool that they included that. And then he's got a little hatchet. He's got a hammer, a kitchen knife, a flamethrower with a flame effect, and then 3 different blood splatter effects. One thing that sucks, it seems that the meat cleaver is missing. Just an empty spot there. Doesn't seem to have fallen anywhere here. I don't know why it's missing. And I think that's everything. And that is a lot of stuff.
That's quite a bit.
But there's one thing that I wish they would have included that they didn't. And that's a clean suit version. Because Art is often very bloody. But it usually starts off the movie clean. And it would be nice to have a clean version, because like even looking at him now, his heads are very white compared to his suit. Even though the heads have blood on them, I just wish there was a clean suit version, because I would like both. I like clean and a bloody version.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have an option.
But maybe they'll make, Zombie Cat even mentioned, maybe they'll make a clean version. Maybe another release where they have different accessories or something. Maybe if this sells well enough, they'll make another one. But still, it's cool. He comes with so much stuff.
He's the type of character, though, where if they made another one, they could probably do this many accessories again and not repeat anything.
Yeah, no, he's got so many things they can put in. Like, I think they can even do the Santa Claus version.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one way to get the clean suit underneath of the Santa suit. Another thing I realized as I was editing was he also could have came with a handgun, because he uses that. But still, that's not that big of a deal. Okay, so now we'll look at the figure, and hopefully it focuses on him good and doesn't wash him out because of his white. But yeah, I really like that head, because It's not my favorite expression for art, but it's just one that not many figures and statues of him have this look. So it's cool to get this one.
I do like it when he makes that face in the movie.
Yeah.
Because it's usually like he's laughing and doing something, and then somebody makes him mad and he looks at him like that.
Yeah. Or the scene in the diner where he goes back and forth between grumpy and happy faces.
Mm-hmm.
But still, you can see how much different. Like, it just this looks so white. And then down here, it just doesn't look as white. But that could just... I mean, maybe they could have used a different material. Well, right there, it looks good. That's why I like, man, I wish we had a white version. A white, clean version of this. Also, it'd be nice to have a white, clean version to bloody up myself. But maybe they'll do that eventually. The hat is attached. He does, like, take off his hat, like, usually just to, like, tip his hat or something, but I don't think it ever comes off very much, so I'm fine with it just being permanently attached. But I really like the body shape and the shape of the material on him, the clothes. Like, it just looks like his body shape. Because that's one thing, I love the Trick or Treat Studio 6 scale figure, but when you just have him standing there out of box, it just doesn't look right. Like, it doesn't hang right on him. I don't think the body shape underneath is completely right. But this one, I think it does look right. That looks like him.
He's a very lean guy.
Yeah, he's very skinny. And kind of tall. And these little ball things, I feel like they're real fabric too. Got his cuffs all bunched up down there. Oh, we were talking too, like, it would be nice. The blood looks like it's soaked in. Like, everywhere in the suit it looks soaked in. It doesn't look fresh. So it would be nice if the blood was more...
splattery.
Yeah, splattery and fresh looking. Because it looks fresh on his face. I mean, come down to his boots, and he's got really big clown boots. I was actually saying to Zombie Cat, I know he has clown boots, but are they that big at the bottom? But maybe they are.
I'm pretty sure they are, but I could remember too.
We got some blood splatter on them too. You got some tread. You see, all of his hands that he comes with are bloody. So that's another thing. If you got a clean art, you would almost need some clean hands too. But they look good. I like the blood on them. It also, once again, it looks fresh on them.
Yeah, we're probably gonna end up customizing his clothes with some different blood.
Yeah. Well, Scene Unite customized his, bloodied it up a little bit. And here's what I consider more of a default head. I'd say most Art to Clown things that are coming out have this sort of look. With his mouth like this. Because that's just how he usually looks.
Yeah, this is probably my favorite out of the three.
One thing is his eyes are looking to the side. So that's one thing. I would kind of like the option of him looking forward also. But I do like them looking to the side. It just adds a little personality to it, I guess. And the blood paint on him is nice. A very good head. I really like the sculpt and paint on this one. His teeth and everything look real good.
Well, they look gross.
Well,
Is good.
yeah, gross. Kind of like that head tilting. And there's the third head where he's laughing. And it's almost hard to call it laughing because it's like mime silent laughing. But still, he does that a lot and it's pretty good. Does he have a pointing finger? Oh man, I don't think he has a pointing finger. Because a lot of times they'll point and laugh. Oh well. That would have been a cool accessory. But still, I really like that head too. It looks really awesome on the cover of the box. You know, that's a good psychotic looking head. So, I'm not sure if it's supposed to come out, but the scalpel just came out of the hand that it was on. I thought it was glued there, but it just kind of came out when I was messing with it. So he does have a pointing finger now. And I put the scalpel back in his hand and it fits tight. So I just assumed since it was in his hand when you buy him that it was glued in there. Same with the syringe. The syringe comes out of the hand too. And there he is with the flower glasses on.
I like that.
Yeah. And just all the options, I just kind of like with Leatherface, it makes me want 2 or 3. I don't know if I'll get more just because it's so expensive, but there's just so many good options for him. But yeah, I like them classes. They sit on there pretty good, even though he doesn't have exposed ears. And there he is holding his scalpel, one of his main weapons. I don't know, would that be his signature weapon? And there's several that could be his signature weapon.
I wouldn't really call any of them his signature. He's got too much variety.
Yeah, he does.
He changes it up all the time.
But he uses that a lot, and then he's got his little spiked chair leg, and then he's got his whippy.
I really like the whip.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah, he's got a lot of weapons. Big variety. I guess the hacksaw would be another weapon that might be his signature weapon. Even though he only used it like once. But there's the syringe. And there he is holding his horn. So I'm glad he came with that. Although sometimes the horn's a little annoying. We have a couple like little mini animatronic things where he honks the horn relentlessly and he's like, "Stop it!"
That's enough.
Guess maybe this is supposed to be the honking horn hand. This fits in there really good. And there he is holding the hacksaw. So that's a pretty iconic weapon for him. Some blood on there. And there he is holding his table leg or whatever that is. A little blade sticking out of it. That's a really cool accessory. There he is holding the whip. With all them little thingies on there. Is that a pizza cutter blade? What is that?
I can't tell.
You got, looks like surgical scissors and scalpels. Whatever that little disc is. And there he is holding the hammer. Pretty good. And there he is holding the little hatchet. There he is with the kitchen knife. Looks like it came straight out of Halloween with Michael Myers. And there he is with the flamethrower and the little translucent flame that kind of glows in the light. So that's really cool. And the little peg seems to be metal. Yeah, it is. So that can make it hold up a little better.
Yeah, sometimes those little pegs break.
Yeah. And there he is holding the brain. Nice bloody brain. It comes with 2 garbage bags. You just throw a bunch of crap in there and I guess we'll wrap it up a little. So I threw a bunch of his stuff, a bunch of his hands, and some of his weapons into the garbage bag and just twisted it up and stuck it in one of his hands. So that looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool to give 2 of them in case one you mess up on, I guess.
Well, you could also, if you just put some other kind of stuff in it other than his stuff, like something you don't need back, you could just tie it in a knot.
Yeah. So there's the base. Very nice. So there's one of the blood effects. Seems like a lot of blood for this knife, but it's still cool. But it also could go in the cleaver that we're missing. And here's this blood effect that can go on the knife. Like he's swinging it and slicing somebody.
That's pretty good.
And the third blood effect, slicing down on someone. And there's also the severed head. It's also a jack-o'-lantern. But that's pretty good. Gruesome looking sculpt there.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you turn them on? You gotta pop his hair on?
Yeah, no, you just have to press down on his hair.
Oh. Yeah, there we go. That is creepy. Shining through his nose like that. His eye. So you can pop his hair off, and that's where the little button is, and that's where you can get to the batteries. The batteries are included, so that's cool. You just press down on the head. And there's Art holding the head. Here I just let Art borrow Leon Kennedy's gun. Patriot Studios Leon Kennedy. So I guess we'll do articulation real quick. His head's on a ball joint. Look all over the place. Then up the shoulders. Pretty good there.
Articulation.
Art. Yeah, that's cool. Articulation. Double jointed elbows. You can scratch his own shoulder. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. It's better than I could do with my actual body.
Good articulation at the wrist. Then torso. Pretty good there too. Then at the hips. Double jointed knee. Spin at the top of the thigh. Spin down at the ankle. Yeah, he's really posable. Get a lot of good poses out of him. And there's Art next to 5 other Mezco 112 collective horror figures. Got 2 versions of Leatherface, Jason, Michael, and Ghostface.
You got the most blood by far.
Yeah. It does seem like Leatherface and Jason should be closer to his height. He looks a little taller than everybody here. But they look pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Art next to 2 other Mezco horror figures. The Nosferatu figure and also Pyramid Head from Silent Hill. And there is the Hiya Toys Leatherface from their recent movie. Reboot movie or whatever you want to call it. And there's Art next to the Mezco Xenomorph Big Chap. And also Predator, Jungle Hunter. And he's a lot shorter, which I think he should be. And there he is next to NECA's Tootie Terrors Art the Clown figure.
Both for some reason has a gold horn.
Yeah. And there he is next to Trick or Treat Studios. What size is he? 4-inch, I guess. Art the Clown. Color changing Art the Clown. We actually got this Mezco art and did the review before we even got the NECA one. But I already posted the NECA Ultimate review. So I'm adding this part in. Just a quick little comparison. I do a lot more comparison of the figures in the NECA review, but just to show them real quick. Obviously the scale is different. The Mezco one's a lot more bloody. And of course another big difference is the Mezco one has a cloth suit, where NECA's is all plastic. So there's Art the Clown next to Mezco's Baseball Fury's leader from the movie The Warriors.
You were kind of wondering why I grabbed him to put next to him. And I said, they're both guys wearing full face makeup and black and white suits and little black hats. They go together. And now they both have bats.
Yeah. They're both creepy.
Yes, very much.
And here he is next to Seizure Action Superman. So this figure is really awesome. He comes with so much stuff, so many accessories from the movies, especially the first 2 movies. Most things that I think you would want from the first 2 movies to come with Art. The biggest thing that I think I would like to have is a clean suit option and a handgun. That'd be really nice. But still, he comes with so much other stuff that I'm glad he comes with, like the trash bag and the horn, the table leg,
sunglasses,
like the syringe hand and the scalpel hand. You get 3 heads, well, 4 heads, but only 3 of them are Art's heads. And 3 good expressions for him.
And all of the faces look really good. Very well sculpted.
And then the severed head, I like how it lights up. Like a little jack-o'-lantern.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes with a bunch of weapons. And our meat cleaver is missing. I don't know if we dropped it somehow, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like it. But that's not that big a deal. I got a meat cleaver with Leatherface, so I mean, if I really wanted him to have a meat cleaver, I can give it to him from Leatherface, but he's got too many other weapons that I think of with him.
I like the more creative, unique ones, like the table leg and the whip.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites.
I really like him holding the horn. But this does make me want another one, just because of all the options you can have with him.
Mm-hmm. He's
But
definitely become one of our favorite characters. We both really like him.
yeah. But still, it's cool. There's so much art stuff now. Hopefully, it don't get to the point where people get sick of art, because he's just everywhere right now. So much stuff coming out with him.
Yeah, that is a lot.
But yeah, this figure is really awesome. Articulation's really good. And I do kind of hope they make a clean version. Maybe this Santa suit version, something like that. That'd be awesome.
I prefer his classic suit, but if we get to have two, I would not mind having the Santa suit. I like that.
Yeah. Well, this is Chief Cheese.
And I'm the bucket.
Thanks for watching and goodbye.
Damn, you guys are so quiet. None of you even talk. It should be easy to sneak up on that house full of teenagers without them suspecting a thing. Now there's 3 entrances, and I think at least one of us should cover each entrance before we all go in so they cannot escape. Now, Art, I think you should take...
Leatherface, Jenkins!
God damn it, Leatherface.